What are we thinking? Do we have time to run walls?
Touchdown! Oh, Kenyon Drake! A miracle! Miraculous in Miami!
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
Philly special. Ready?
It's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
What's happening? Welcome to another Far From Lombardi. What are we on now? Week 8?
Yeah. Wait, what week are we on?
Week 8?
Right, okay. I'll remember that.
Well,
on.
It's now week 9, but we're talking about week 8.
Right, okay.
How is everyone?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Little 0 calorie there.
If it's sugar-free and 0 calories, that means full of caffeine then.
Hopefully.
What's your figure?
I was meant to go back on my
Watching it
my
get
weight
bigger.
loss. I was meant to go back on my weight loss journey last week.
Back on it.
Got delayed. And then anyway.
Been delayed for 25 years.
Fucking hell, pot kettle black there. But
Hey, I was skinny as fuck when I was a teenager, you know that.
But what's it called? I picked Mark up before with a Burger King, so.
Okay.
But at least it's not full fat Red Bull, so small step.
Every week I text like, I'll drive this week, to be fair.
Yeah.
And every week he's over late. No, I'll drive. So he's not fucking around and everything. I'm like, yeah. So you get in his car, and his car just stinks of burgers every week. There's always a takeaway cup in his driver thing.
Fat cunt. Horrible.
Sorry,
fat
what
cunt.
have you been saying on Twitter all week? Shame me.
Exactly.
Tell me I'm fat.
I'm telling you it because I love you.
Tell me I'm fat.
I'm telling you it because I love you. You're a fat cunt.
You're telling me this now because I just abused you when we were outside, shouting through your window, you fat cunt.
You were looking at your own reflection in the window, that's why.
I could see Mark, to be fair. Mark's defo putting the beef on. I'm defo winning our little Super Bowl bet.
What?
Middle-aged spread, isn't it?
I'm winning our Super Bowl bet.
But he's not going to the gym?
No, I still go to the gym. It's like a balance, innit? I eat too much.
I can't wait till I smash his head in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I might just turn. I might join it. January 1st, I'll just do 6 weeks and smash you both.
But you're not even involved in the bet.
Yeah, but I'll join on the bet on January 1st.
No, you won't.
I'll be a late comer and I'll still piss it. I'll just starve myself for 6 weeks.
You couldn't do that.
You fuck.
I've done it before. You saw me do it before. Lost 4.5 stone.
Well, I didn't see none of that.
Yes, you did.
Well, you might have lost it, but I couldn't tell. Normally it's dead easy to tell with fat people as well, but obviously you're just fucking massive.
Some people, and I'll include me in this, reach a certain level of fat that you just can't tell a difference whether they get bigger or smaller. They're just a fat cunt. I remember
I made up you're in that category.
I remember when I did lose 4.5 stone and I was telling people, and they were like, "Oh, amazing!" And you could see in their head going, "Fucking hell, how fat was this fat cunt?" If he's lost 4.5 stone, he's still a fat cunt. You could just see in their head, they're thinking, "Nah."
To be fair, right, Rob, you need to save up anyway. Like, you need to save up the money first. You can't lose all that weight because then you need to have surgery to get rid of your tits. Do you know what I mean? So you're going to have to save up the money
So
first.
you're going in on them today, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I have thought about that as well. Can't do rapid weight loss. Got to do gradually, haven't you?
Yeah, because otherwise you will literally have tits down here.
All right, Tony.
All right, I'm just trying to help you out.
Let's see who's fattest in 10 years. You'll be fatter than me in 10 years.
How'd you work that out? Because you'll be dead.
Because I've got that little thing in me where I might just switch up. You haven't.
What stopped you in the last 4 years?
I didn't see myself on camera every week. Now I see myself on camera every week. I'm like, fuck, I have to sort this out at some point.
I can't believe you actually watch your own podcast back. Because you definitely don't watch this one. So you must watch your own one, trying to just boost the numbers on that one.
I don't. It's when he sends us clips, and then I see things, don't I? Like, I watch the clips on our one as well.
I don't.
Oh, yeah. You don't even share them sometimes.
Some do.
You can't even be arsed doing a retweet, which is just a case of fucking
fuck.
It benefits himself, and he still wants to.
Is he messing?
He retweets everything, quote tweets everything.
Yeah, it also
Doesn't log on to the Twitter.
All it takes is to fucking press retweet. All it took was for you to log in.
He's logged in
I'm
now.
logged in.
He logged in last week. Put a tweet out the episode was up and fucked it up.
Oh yeah.
And
Didn't put a
apologised
photo up because he one thing and he fucked it up.
and apologised on behalf of the pod last night.
What for?
For Rose's behaviour that we're going to discuss.
What did I do last night?
Oh yeah, you were on Twitter loads. Like you even liked and retweeted your own post, like from far from Lombardi on your own account. Like everyone knew you were the only person talking about the Chiefs, and yet you still liked and retweeted.
He has
your own
conversations
shit.
with himself on the two
I
accounts.
was like, what the fuck is he
I
doing?
was gonna do that, and I was like, "Oh, is that too far?" I was literally gonna have a conversation where I called myself a fat cunt off the Lombardi account. I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Oh, people think it's Tony," and I was like, "No, they won't. They won't." Oh, how are we then? Everyone all right?
yeah, good.
So what are we talking about this week? Because we're not talking about NFL, are we?
It's a bit of news this week, believe it or not.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fucking hell,
Fucking hell.
Max.
I know.
Max pulled his finger out here.
We'll see. Let's see if he gets through it first.
Should we start with the trades that have happened so far? The
Go ahead.
trade deadline. So
Go on.
this obviously it's happening tonight, which is Tuesday. So probably
It's actually probably going to happen like all while
Yeah,
we're
you probably keep your eye on your phone because it's going to be some.
starts off Mark Ingram.
Not a problem, Rob.
Mark Ingram rejoined the Saints.
Yeah.
A late draft pick, which I think was a 6th round. It ended up being confirmed as. Who else was that? Ridley stepped away from football, didn't he?
Called that, didn't I?
Did you?
Fucking right,
You
did.
do love basking in people's misery.
No.
When did you
Which
call
we'll
it Kid
discuss-
Ridley thing?
He said
Oh,
he
so
finished.
when Mark, like, was bumming him on fucking fantasy and was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Calvin Ridley's going to fucking do the bits and
Yeah.
do this. I said Calvin Ridley's finished. He's going to do nothing. And I'm fucking right, aren't I?
Could you see it in his eyes? Could you?
Just knew he didn't have it. Just didn't have it anymore.
I can't be saying fucking hell.
See, we don't. There's
Poor
really
lads
not-
having mental health problems, and
There's
you're like, he hasn't got
There's
it.
usually sort of whispers on Twitter, didn't know what it is, whether it's
Yeah.
like, relationship problems or whatever, or something he's been arrested for something, but there's been nothing. There's
Yeah.
been silence about what his
Maybe
issue is.
he just realised that you've got him in every fantasy league and thought, you know what? Fuck, man.
I've got him in as many.
How shit am I?
I've got him in as many fancy leagues as you got.
The
to
shittest fantasy player in the world's got me in every fantasy
Do you know
league.
what's funny though?
How shit must I be?
Literally, Mark's first draft pick in every fantasy is Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley.
You do bum him.
I love him. But I'll take
Well,
him.
Whoa,
is he dead to you now? Fucking hell, Piers
That's
Morgan.
horrible. That's horrible. that.
Fucking.
Out of sight, out of mind, innit? You know what I mean?
Oh, you're horrible.
There was a big one, big trade that went off yesterday afternoon, I think. Von Miller trades to the Rams
Yeah.
for 2 second-day picks, which is going to be what, a 4th round pick, maybe.
No, a
third?
second and a third it is.
Is it?
Yeah, they don't own the fourth. They've literally only got left compensatory third round pick.
Say that again.
Compensatory third round pick.
And again.
Very lispy, that, Rob.
A compensatory third round pick. A 5th round pick and a 7th round pick.
Broncos are going to pay $9 million of his $9.7 million
Yeah.
remaining salary, which
Yeah,
I think the Rams
I-
has smashed that.
You say that, but then to me that tells me Broncos think he's finished.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter whether
He
he's
turns up for
finished.
2 games that wins him the
Exactly.
Super Bowl.
This was the conversation.
Oh yeah,
we had.
I'm not arguing it's a good trade. I think it's a boss trade for the Rams, but I'm not saying
Having a rotational piece and just going, do you know what, right? Von Miller's going to come in and play third down.
Well, Kenny Young got traded, didn't he, to the Broncos early on in the week, I think.
So no, you're really
you're literally in charge of that.
So Kenny Young, which before the Broncos, before the Von Miller piece came out, Kenny Young got traded to the Broncos, their linebacker.
Oh, so it's in the works.
Yeah.
Melvin Ingram got traded to the Chiefs for a 6th.
Can we talk about Von Miller?
Yeah, go on.
What you
You want to do a bit more talk?
Yeah, well, like, why are the Rams, like, just all of a sudden deciding that it's literally this year and then nothing else?
I don't think they have all of a sudden decided this year because they got Ramsey last year and they
Yeah, but
traded us. But what they've done is I think I quite like what the Rams are doing in a sense that they're accepting it's now or never. And I don't think they mean just this year. I think they mean they've got a 4-year window
I don't
starting
think it's
from when McVay took over. Maybe say 4 or 5 year window from when McVay took over
right, okay, I get
up
you.
until like the next couple of years, and it's then that is the
They've already
the
had one
window.
shot, obviously, when they got beat by the Pats a few years back, hadn't they? So
Yeah.
that's very few teams get another shot of it after that, and these are lucky enough that they've traded for Ramsey and they've traded for Stafford after that.
I mean,
The very it's very short-sighted thinking with them, but at the same time, it's like, if you look at, obviously, you've been giving me shit saying, I said the Chiefs are going to be a dynasty, and you look at them now, are they going to be a dynasty and stuff like that?
No.
You're, besides from the Pats, look at the Eagles, look at, besides from the Pats, how many
49ers.
how many teams repeat or get a chance to repeat? And so they're probably thinking of going, well, one Super Bowl in 10 years is more than probably 80% of the league get. So why not go for it?
I've always said the Rams treat picks to its only treats money. It's all future, isn't it? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'll worry about that later.
Well, I'm just going to say, right, so...
It's all that's in the future. I'll deal with that in the future.
While we're on the subject, I did tip Rams for the Super Bowl as well. Do you know what I mean? I think if I had to put a few of these bets down as, a parlay. A parlay on the alley. I'd be fucking smashing it right now.
Maybe.
Instead of fucking...
I don't think you'd have found a bookie alive that would give you Ridley to go off for mental health.
No, I never said that. I never said that. I just said Ridley wasn't going to do anything. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've got a bet with you. I am going to have to fucking... I'm pretty sure.
I keep all mine.
I'm pretty sure it's an on-pod bet. In fact, I'm going to have to go and listen back. I'm going to have to go listen back because I'm 90
year before.
No, I'm 99% certain I said he'll go under 1,000 yards. I am fucking... I'm so confident right now.
Go through it.
I'll listen to every single one of our podcasts.
Have a bet whether you made the bet. That's what you should do. Bet on whether you made the bet.
And if that's right, I've done you again.
Melvin Ingram to the Chiefs for the 6th.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm happy. We needed something. We had the season with just Frank Clark. Chris Jones was meant to play on the edge. That was a failed experiment. He decided now he's back to defensive tackle.
So, mate,
and they're going to move.
Are you paying me out on that bet already?
What bet?
Chris Jones, defensive player of the year.
We never bet on that, did we?
We did, yeah.
You said Chris Jones.
I give you stupid
only give
odds.
him stupid odds.
I give you like 50-1.
Right. Sound.
That's another one.
What about if he balls out? Now he's back at defensive tackle.
It's not going to, is he?
Well, Jaron Reed.
Week 8.
Jaron Reed played all right. Chris Jones gets moved back there. He was great last night. He's
great last night against the shit Giants team.
No, listen, we'll talk about the games in a bit.
Okay.
I'll mention injuries last because it'll sort of tie in with everything. So
anyway, I'm happy with Ingram. He looked good for the Steelers first couple of weeks, and then they suddenly made him
charges, so you'll know firsthand what he's like when he played you twice a year.
Yeah, well, when he played us twice a year, he was always in the shadow of Joey Bosa. Because Joey Bosa's so good, you didn't see how good Ingram was. Ingram was good. He was good for the Steelers when he played for them. But for some reason, they started in the first 2 weeks and they made him a rotational piece. So, and I think there's been a bit of bullshit that's gone on with the Steelers where they promised him a starting job. And then maybe a rookie, maybe someone else has come in, performed, and they've gone, well, actually, let's stick with the young lad and build him up rather than having someone who's only going to be here for a year. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm happy.
Bit of news that happened today. Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs.
Didn't call this.
it feels like one of bets.
I'll be honest.
Has been involved in a collision where apparently there's
one
been
fatality
a death.
Already, yeah.
Yes. Apparently his car has ascended another car, which I can only assume it was at high speed for the fatality to have happened.
Unless he's ploughed it into something else.
And he stayed at the scene, and apparently he was under the influence as well. So
yeah, DUI, they put it down as
2 years.
To be fair,
prison,
right?
I think,
like,
isn't it?
Well, 2 years minimum if they prosecute.
If there's anything, the fact that he stayed, makes you feel a bit better about him. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you'd normally expect.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
To just fucking get. If he was bevied, you'd expect him to get off.
I do get what you're saying, but like Mark put in the group, didn't he? When someone said, "Oh, he stayed," it was like, "Oh, well, that's 1-1 then," so it's all right.
But you know what I mean. If you were bevied, you'd expect him to get off.
This in
like if you're a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
How many millionaires do you know that would have stayed at the scene?
I know what you're saying, and yeah,
I think a lot of them would have just fucked off or blame someone else.
Well, if he stayed at the scene and stuff, it makes me wonder how much of it, how much of it's just media sort of thing saying.
Yeah.
You don't know how much of it's his fault. At the moment, all the police have said is they were involved, and he was under the influence.
I was saying to Tony before in the car, I don't understand sports stars when they earn the money they do make these mistakes with driving offences, like driving under the influence. If you're at a party,
pay me $100,000.
Just weird thing.
Pay me $100,000. I'll drive you around everywhere.
I'll stay sober and drive you.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, America's weird over drink driving. It's so strange because they're like, there's no set limit, is there?
Yeah, you still. It's different from state
You
to
can't.
state.
You can't blow hot. You just literally like it's like a roadside test.
Yeah.
They're not
So
having
like-
nose, all that type of stuff.
Like you'd fail because you'd be asleep. Well, like me and Tony.
Well, I
You'd
wouldn't
be
do
off-
I
You'd be
wouldn't
offering
do
the
it,
police
so-
officer a bet. Do you want to bet him over?
I bet you can blow a 6.
But I wouldn't do that.
I'll
so
do the alternate backwards. I bet you.
I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't do that. So that reels me out. So it must be you that's just getting away with
What,
it.
you wouldn't think
I
so?
would, no, absolutely not.
You know there's cameras, don't you?
Stop trying to catch me out.
You know there's loads of cameras.
Do you?
All right, aren't you?
Prove it. You can't. Sort of.
I'm sure I can. I am sure I can.
I'm sure unless you've got video proof, you can't prove
Video
nothing.
proof.
You've got nothing.
Fair
You've got
enough.
nothing on me.
Oh,
WhatsApp's encrypted, so you've got nothing on me.
WhatsApp's yeah. So, Ruggs what's the score? What? That's a season over, surely.
I
gonna go on-
think he'd be on the commissioners again.
Commissioning exam list.
Yeah.
He was having good seasons as well. It was like having a bit of a break.
It makes you wonder why though. It's still makes that why does Sean Watson hasn't still been and
Can I?
it's still got a prosecution hanging over him. And
Sean Watson can't go on the commissioning exam list while the police are involved. So neither will Henry Ruggs, but I doubt the Raiders are going to play him.
Do you think if they weren't in Vegas, this doesn't happen?
Yeah.
Do you think a lot more of this will come about because they're in
there's
Vegas?
temptation everywhere. Because you
say
can
that
get
though,
on a
then
flight
it's like
Vegas,
John Jones in the UFC. Dana White said we don't want him to fight in Vegas anymore because he can't. He said the minute he goes to Vegas, he just becomes an absolute liability.
I get that, but even if you were in
You're bringing
LA,
you're bringing
Raiders just come from.
you're
There's
bringing
temptation in LA.
you're bringing millionaires who are young kids into a city that is just built.
Yeah,
for
I
you to just
get that.
Fuck everything up.
If you're based in New York, if you're based in LA, if you're based in one of the biggest cities like Chicago, or there's going to be temptation everywhere. There's alcohol. There's
Just not on the level of Vegas.
yeah. I get that, but
If you go out for a scran, you're on the strip. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're in the middle of Vegas. Like
Gambling.
you can't go out for a scran like down some little shady road where in every other city you get away with. In Vegas, you're fucking there.
No, but these players have
And
had
it's discipline, yeah, but they're also kids, though, Mark. Like,
Yeah, I get that, but they've had the discipline.
how
to
disciplined
be
was you
able
at
to
21?
No, yeah, fully. But I understand. But these players
And
have
you
been
didn't have
disciplined
millions.
enough to get to the position they are. So they've got to have some sort of discipline. They've done the college studies as well as
you say
know,
that, but then everything's handed to them in college, apparently. Like, there's no hard work in college for them study-wise. And then there's like, the only discipline they've had is playing a sport. And then if that's what you love doing, it's not really discipline, is it?
But also, if you've done that for like 10 years and then you get paid, you kind of done it, haven't you? You made it.
Yeah.
That's why like a lot of players don't work out as well because they see the money they've made it.
But Ruggs hasn't even made it though. He's only on his rookie deal.
Well, he still
First round pick, wasn't he?
still made a lot of money.
Yeah.
He was what,
He's a
pick
first
13
round
or
pick, a
something, pick
millionaire,
11.
Spence and what's it called?
He's a multi-millionaire, isn't he? So, go on, what's
Right,
the
so
news?
bit of injuries.
Oh, we're going to mention Deshaun Watson's officially not getting traded.
Oh yeah, is that definite?
Official now, yeah. Texans are keeping him till after the season.
I didn't know that.
I read somewhere that apparently he's also started settling lawsuits. Like,
It's all geared up for next season, isn't it?
As long as he doesn't come to Miami, I'm not asked.
Really?
What? Right. Can we show a clip? Can I show you a clip? Can I send it to you and you put it on?
what depends what it is.
Right, let me have a look. 1 second.
Yeah, so anyway, me and Mark will talk while you find
So
it.
Okay.
yeah, so injuries. I'll go through a few injuries. Like
No, we'll just talk about Deshaun Watson.
so,
Would you be happy with him in Washington?
if he gets
Let's say he
course he
settles all his lawsuits out of court. So,
and he doesn't get prosecuted, and obviously gets found not guilty.
well, there's not
Criminally.
say the police start the case, not enough evidence, but he settles 23 lawsuits, all out of court, all on the thing that it's not an admission of guilt, but it's also
He doesn't want the mud to stick on him,
doesn't
yeah.
want anything to stick. It's an NDA.
I'll be happy with him.
Makes them all sign an NDA. You'd be happy with him.
Yeah, because he's done legally. He's done nothing wrong,
Yeah,
and he's and again. I'm trying to separate.
that's the thing. No, you're arse because who do you support? You support the player, you support the team. So it's like,
Yeah. The only thing I would be concerned about is if it comes to Washington's already got as bad as a reputation as it is. Do you know what I mean? So
him and the owner will be going to massage parlors together.
Right, I've sent it. So you can you can put that on, I think. Hopefully that works. This is why I don't want another quarterback.
You retweeted this at the weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, you just got to get it, blown coverage.
So bad.
Why do we need a quarterback?
You
Why
need
do-
offensive lineman.
Exactly. He just literally just runs right through. Like, why on earth?
How is that happening though?
Because
And we'll talk
our
about more of the game, though.
O-line is fucking dreadful.
It is so bad.
That's true. Like, is it the A gap in the middle one?
That's
You shouldn't be
fr-
going right
that's
through
That's
that.
our right guard who just basically goes, oh shit, he's past me. Fuck. And then turns around and goes,
It's like he's
as
not
long
even
as
looking.
he doesn't die. Do you know what I mean?
It's getting closer every
But
week,
like,
though.
the thing is, so like, obviously, you're
We're betting
talking
on that next. Fucking hell.
So everyone's talking like, oh yeah, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
What does Deshaun Watson do there?
Spins out of it and throws it. Spins out of it and throws it 50 yards.
He spins out of that one, but what you don't see is the other fucking three offensive linemen have all just give up their block, and now there's fucking loads of people attacking.
It would be great if you spent 3 first-round picks on him in the first game. You just get fucking sandwiched and it's out.
But
He's out because he's not playing for a year, so he's not for it.
I just don't see the point. So I think right now, if I was the Dolphins, I would have literally spent every single draft pick for next year's draft on getting veteran O-line, proven players to come in right now, and then you go, do you know what? Okay, he's good. So we've got 3 now.
Yeah.
Right, okay, next year, as soon as the season's over, we'll give up our next year's picks.
Who's
Because now we've got a decent O-line.
Who's your O-line coach?
We've got 2. Oh, no, we've got 2 offensive coordinators. Our O-line coach should be getting the bullet for that.
Yeah.
Is it personnel, though, as well as coaching, though?
Everyone's young. Everyone's young on our
So,
line.
you just said that about trading for our right
Why
guard.
didn't we go for Joe Tooney like before the
guard.
season? Don't know.
So, right guard, you just said that right guard was at fault for that sack.
Yeah.
Our right guard, Brandon Scherf,
Yeah.
he's on the, he's on the, fucking hell it's called? The contract.
Oh, franchise tag.
He's franchise tag for a year.
Yeah.
You could definitely put a third round pick in him.
Yeah.
I think Washington at the moment would accept that. Do you know what I
But
mean?
like, I just don't understand. Like, you know, you've bet on Tua.
There seems to be
You've
a little
bet
bit,
on Tua,
a little bit
and
of
then
stubbornness going on in what Miami
You've
think.
bet on Tua, and then you don't fucking protect him. I think what do you expect?
Yeah.
Fucking annoying.
Taylor's oldest time in the NFL.
Yep. Right.
Go on then, Mark. Any other injuries?
Yeah, so your mate went down with an ACL.
Who?
James Winston.
Like Jamie?
Oh yeah, I did see that. He was dancing on crutches.
Yes.
Did you see that?
The most James
that
thing
as
ever.
I was like, how can you not love him? Do you know what I mean? Like, how can you not love him? James Winston.
Our
There he is,
centre.
my boy.
Chase Roulet broke his ankle.
Who?
Chase Roulet, our centre.
Never heard of him.
Bit of Boston news,
But-
you know what I mean?
James Winston, no. Hey, he looked good, didn't he? Looked
What,
good.
dancing on his ankle?
No,
Or
I mean,
he
like
went out?
before he went out. Did look good.
Should we...
What's his contract there at the Saints? Is he
I'd have him at the Dolphins as backup to Tua.
as back up?
I'd have that. That'd be fucking the dream
Is he,
partnership.
Is he under there for, you got 1 year contract or 2 year or what?
He signed
I'm
a
too
2-year
sure.
contract, didn't he? But
Did
it was
he?
peanuts. Weren't
Yeah,
it?
it'd be buttons. He could
Yeah.
fuck him off if he wanted to.
I don't mean not fucking him off. I just mean like, is he now a free agent and all the tape he's put up, what he's put up so far, or is he under the year to
He's
put tape up?
He's going to win a Super. I've already had the bet with you, but he's going to win a Super Bowl before he's done. Before he's all said and done, James Winston's going to win
As a
Super Bowl.
starter, don't forget.
As a starter.
Yeah.
Heard it here first.
Tony the Oracle speaks again.
Biggest injury of the week.
Which one?
We all know about this one.
Which one?
Derek Henry.
Oh, yeah.
With his
The
foot
one that I
injury.
said Big Derek Henry was going to have a season-ending injury.
Well,
Well, I did
let's
say
just
it,
discuss this.
but did call it.
Let's discuss this.
Like, can I just say beforehand, Derek, I'm sure you're a lovely fella, but, you know,
He's
you
fucking
heard-
massive as
you,
well.
you heard you. You heard you one.
Let's discuss this.
Okay,
so
come on, Rob.
Sunday,
Come on.
who did they get a message off? I think it was Mark. Did you message?
Yeah, I said...
No.
Oh, yeah,
Did
I
you
messaged
message me?
Yeah, I messaged
Oh,
saying,
Derek Henry's on the sideline
Yeah.
with his boots off.
I messaged in
And
the
I'm
group
there,
tonight.
and I'm there going, for fuck's sake. And then he carried on playing the rest of the game.
yeah.
Played overtime, so I'm like, safe. And the next thing, fucking my phone just blows up.
Monday morning.
And it wasn't even one of you. It was just Twitter. Fucking listeners tweeting, pay the man his money. Pay the man his money. Pay the man his money.
I just got a million texts saying, you're fucking right, lad. Like, you're right.
So I was saying to Sony,
He was due earning.
The story,
sitting there like, fucking get in there.
The story of our Monday morning went, Rob was on a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah.
So Rob,
right.
So
let me tell you, because you're shit. You're boring. So we woke up, didn't we? First thing that happened when I woke up, saw Tony's message at 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Cause
in one of our fancy leagues, in the one between our mates, not anything to do with the podcast, I am having the worst year I've ever had.
Fucking annoys me.
Before this week, I was 0-7. Me two draft picks for running backs was Clyde Edwards-Helaire and J.K. Dobbins.
I still don't know how you beat me. I genuinely don't know.
They're both gone.
Is Mike Calvin Ridley to you?
They're both gone. And well, yeah, not anymore though. I'm moving on from him. Your one's having to have suicidal thoughts before you move on from him. Yeah, so my whole team's decimated. And this week, I had fucking Michael Carter starting running back. He scored a touchdown.
The fuck?
And hold on, he scored a touchdown.
Best game he's ever had.
And I was like, oh, get in. What's going on here? And then Jalen Reagor scores a touchdown. I'm like, fuck me. Like, he's someone I picked up because I literally had everyone out. Picked him up, put him in. And Curtis Samuel, fucking cunt, hasn't played the game. Jalen Reagor comes in, scores a touchdown. I'm like, I'm flying. Hold on, what the fuck's going on here? My head was popping, and then touchdown gets overturned. Said he didn't make the end zone.
He fell or he tripped, didn't he?
And then as he stretched, he's pulled something, goes out the game, finishes on 2 points. And I was like, no. I was like, oh. It was exciting for about 5 minutes.
Joe was annoying.
So at that point, I just went, didn't even know I was playing you, by the way. Didn't even know.
Well, I knew I was playing you, right? Because on Sunday morning or Saturday, either Saturday or Sunday morning, Far texted me saying, have you seen Rob's quarterback? And I said, I already know. I'm onto it. Basically, I looked at your team. You had Dakin as your starting quarterback.
Yeah,
and then I looked.
And he was getting reeled out, wasn't
and then
he?
I looked at the other quarterbacks that were available in free agency and thought, I could fuck Rob here. But
there was only one available.
But there was free. There was free when I went on. There was free that
there was only one when I went to take.
There was free that you could have started.
A big league, so there's nothing in the fucking box.
There was 60 in the league. So
3 players you could have started a quarterback, and I was like, do you know what? I'm not fucking my team over to just fucking just win this game, and I'm going to win anyway. Yeah. So I was like, fuck it. So Far messaged me. I said, I've already looked, lads. I said, but do you know what's embarrassing? I said, I don't even need to try and ruin his team because I've already won. And I was so convinced that I'd fucking won. And then,
I assumed you'd won. And then, like I say...
And then I looked and I was winning. And I was like, went to bed and I was like, fucking...
I didn't even look, right? And then you woke up at 5 o'clock, put, lads, I've lost to Rob. And then left the group. And then
so why did you do a pound a point like you used to?
Because it was this was months ago that we made the bet.
Otherwise,
when I had Dobbins and CH and all
otherwise,
that.
Otherwise, I sat there going, yes,
I thought his team was shocking. And I thought mine was boss. And then I lost everyone. And then, then he went, I've lost to Rob. Then left the group. Then I went, was I playing Tony if I won? Went and checked and then went, we've definitely got a bet on this. Went and checked my notes. Full week 8. 2 good or whatever.
Do you know what's so annoying? If you just said to me before this game, we've got a bet on this, I'd have made sure.
Did you know the quarterback he picked up?
Jared Goff.
Didn't you know you picked Matt Ryan up, didn't you?
No, Jared Goff.
I thought you picked... Was that in the other league?
Someone else has picked Matt Ryan up.
And done fuck all. It might have been in the other league that I played, because I played you, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, and I won that one as well.
Tyreek Hill goes off every time I play him.
So annoying. Like, genuinely sat there, was like, how the fuck have I actually lost this game?
As soon as you left the group, I was like, we've definitely got a bet on that. Went, checked, put it in. So my morning was fucking made.
No, because
I'm £100 up.
It was so bad for me because every single time I looked, so I was scrolling through my bets going like, well, that's lost. Because as soon as you said, oh, we've got a bet on for £100, I was like, I haven't put any of Rob's bets in my notes. And I was like, but I know I had that bet. And I was like, you fucking
That's
tit.
the worst. Well, this is how you got me. Because then the fucking phone blows up. Pay the man his money. Pay him his money. Derek Henry might have a season-ending injury. Pay him his money. And my head's going, oh. And the first thing, that fucking knobhead, It's his new favourite trick. Just make up odds.
Oh, it's because I
He makes odds up.
No,
So he text going 20 to 1 it was, and the next thing you're going £20 steak, and I'm going.
So
That
Rob
doesn't
thinks he's
sound
in a
like me.
£300 hole now.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
I've gone from being 100 quid up to a 3-ton hole, and I'm sitting there thinking, surely not.
so Rob's had to listen back to 8 weeks of
surely.
episodes for the bet.
Surely not. Surely I haven't done it. And then I don't know why I was thinking, but that's the kind of odds you'd give for Derek Henry to get a season-ending injury in the space of 3 weeks,
does sound
3 or
right,
4 weeks. So the odds sound right. The 20 quid stake, I'm like, surely I'd only let him go a tenner.
Yeah.
So I was quite confident. Like, if I give 20 to 1, I've only ever let him go a tenner. But I was still fucking fuming.
So if I had said a tenner stake and 20 to 1, you wouldn't even bother checking. You'd have just accepted
I'd
it.
have probably just gone, sounds about right. I'd have still checked it.
You wouldn't
Because
have.
no,
You
because
wouldn't
then,
have.
then I found in the notes, not in the notes, in the WhatsApp group, he'd put by week 7, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
So then I got excited going.
Because
I got excited
obviously
thinking,
he was
oh.
doing Mark things.
Yeah. I got excited and then went back, listened to the clip. Should we play the clip?
Yeah, play it. You may as well.
I got excited thinking, right, I'm fucking...
You fuck me as well, by the way, because you put up on Twitter like the poll, and you fuck me. You actually fuck me over because you didn't give any real insight as to what was going on. It's just swayed. In
Yeah,
your
because it
favour.
needed to...
I think running backs are fantastic until they're not, if you know what I mean. So Derek Henry is due an injury. Right.
It is.
Derek Henry's due an injury. So how many games?
The rest of the season out. He's due it. The next 2 or 3 weeks, Derek Henry's out for the season.
50 quid.
Give me 4 games.
50 quid. 4 games.
25 quid.
You've done yourself out of
No.
25 quid.
I know.
Done yourself out of 25
I know.
quid.
25 quid. So by what week we on? By week 8, Derek Henry's out for the rest of the season.
By week 8.
So then-
By week 8.
But you did give me 4 games, and that was after
But-
week 4. So 5,
but-
6, 7, 8.
But, as you know with me, it's only the way. It's always the word.
No.
And
But
it's
you
always the final bet.
You did give
So
me 4
technically-
games. You gave me 4 games.
Yeah, but I said by week 8. So to give you 4 games, took them back to confirm the bet.
No. 5,
You know
6,
what I'm
7,
like?
Then
8.
the group went all socialist and decided they were going to strike on Rob and said if Rob doesn't pay up against Sony, no one's going to pay up against Rob.
Yeah, because Rob obviously
So-
swings every bet in his favour. So
Yeah.
Rob's owed major dough off everyone. And now he's shitting himself thinking,
Yeah,
I've got
but
to
if I
pay
was-
out.
if I
I've
was
got to
400
pay
quid-
this out. Yeah, if it was
It was
400 quid,
quid.
you'd
I was
just
happy.
say,
Come, strike,
Yeah.
fuck you. I don't want the money.
But you said I'm happy because I'm not paying out, so like, so am I then happy not paying out because I owe you
Yeah,
money.
but you owe me 20 quid
Yeah,
or
so-
50 quid.
so Rob-
he owes me 400 quid.
Yeah. So Rob was just being a snake because he was going, well, actually save myself 4 ton here, so I won't pay out.
Yeah.
But then he realised that it's only 25 quid and he thought, well, everyone's not going to pay me out, so I'm going to have to pay him out now. So it's one of them.
I also,
If he doesn't pay me out,
but the loophole
then I
did,
don't pay him, so
loop-
I'm actually up.
the loophole did say, by week 8,
No, because...
and we've had 2 polls,
No,
and everyone's agreed by
No.
week 8 means before week 8.
no. You said 4 games. You agreed to 4 games.
What was the final word in the bet?
You agreed to 4 games.
What is the
All right,
rules,
sounds-
Tony?
Don't pay me. Don't pay me. Do you know what? Don't pay me.
Because you know what happens then.
Don't pay me.
You're fully getting paid.
Don't pay me.
I'm in profit. You're
Don't-
fully
don't
getting
pay
paid.
me.
Oh
Don't
no,
pay
you're getting
me.
paid, mate.
Don't
I'm
pay
giving
me.
you it.
Honestly,
I'm
don't
giving
worry
you it.
about
I'm
it.
giving you
Don't
it.
worry about
I'm giving you
it.
it.
Just don't pay me.
I'm giving you it. Don't worry.
You fucking
Here's,
shitbag.
here's the next conversation. So this is the other. So I spoke to Tony then on the phone when I saw it was 25 quid, and I was like, "Yo, you fucking cunt and all that," and he started laughing, and I said, "What's the so? There's no determinate time on it. They haven't said he's out for the season or not.
No.
But so here's the next thing. We had a little
So
word.
is Rob going to
Tony said you should pay me out because how spot on I was and how it was due. And I said it feels wrong not to pay him out.
Yeah.
So,
agreed? Like you can't turn around and say,
but the bet was
somebody's going to get
the
injured
rest of the season,
like this,
the
like,
rest of the season.
and then it comes out.
So we come to an agreement.
Well, no, you said we'll talk about it on the pod.
Oh well,
So basically, you wanted to fuck me over a bit more, but obviously you're paying me out on that. bet.
I'll pay you out if he's missed the rest of the season.
No, you're
But-
paying me out regardless because
No, he
that's the
can't pay
bet.
out. But what if he doesn't miss the rest of the season?
Well, then I've fucking nailed
You haven't nailed the bet, have you?
I have, because it's all over Twitter. It's
You
nailed.
said-
It doesn't matter what
said
happens now.
the rest of the
it
season.
doesn't matter what
It
happens.
does. So
whether he plays or he
rest of the
doesn't
season-
play.
So
Not
week
playoffs.
16, week 17, not playoffs, regular season.
Yeah.
Week 16, week 17. What's his average carries, Mark? Asked you to get them before we start.
It was 19
How many?
carries.
No, a game. 98 carries a game.
19 carries.
Yeah, 98.
He gets,
19 carries a game.
there's no way he averages 19 carries a game.
Over his since 2016. That's his average carries. a
Oh,
game.
well, come on. The last 2 seasons, give Tony a chance. Or do you want 19 carries?
He's got to do. Hang on a
So
minute.
the
What are
stipulation
you trying
is,
to fucking shaft me with it? Yeah.
I think you should still win if he comes back week 17 and is a non-par player.
Yeah. So if he runs less than 19
If he has less than 19 carries.
per game,
So if he has less than 19 carries in every game, if he has more than 19 carries in one
if
game,
averages less than 19.
averages.
Well, that's what you just said. You wanted averages. So if he averages less than 19 carries, I win.
So if he comes back week
You double
15,
stake because
he comes
he's
back
bounced.
week 15,
Yeah.
and he
Hopefully the Titans just fucking wrap up the division nice and early, and then they just wrap them up in cotton.
yeah, but he might want him
for the
fifth.
playoffs.
He might want him to get
Wrap
So
him
what's the bet
in
you're
cotton
proposing?
wool.
So I'm supposing if he, I think Tony should get paid out, but I'm not paying out if he doesn't win the bet out of principle.
Right.
So what the stipulation I'm going to make to make it fair is that if Derek Henry comes back and runs for less than his average number of carries that he normally does, then I'll pay him out because he's not fully back.
Right, okay.
But if he comes back and runs more or the same as his average number of carries that he normally
It hasn't
does,
been a season. And
he hasn't been a season and he's back.
Okay. That sounds fair enough.
But if I was
So
you,
double on the stake now.
if I was you, though, I'd want to find out his season carries for this year because 19's very low. I'm sure he normally gets 30 touches.
I'm very.
No carries, carries, attempts, rushing attempts.
Yeah, I'm sure he gets like 30 touches a game on average.
That's
So
I'm very, very confident.
you're happy to stick with 19
I'll
then?
stick with 19 because there's no way.
So
Titans
if
are pissing their division.
if Derek Henry runs for more, now they're pissing the division.
Yeah.
You haven't got Derek Henry for the next 8 weeks.
No. We haven't
So-
got Derek Henry for the rest of the season. Let's just fucking stay there now.
So if Derek Henry comes
I'm
back,
fucking right. He's out for the season.
right,
That's
sound,
that.
I'll double a stake to 50 quid. But if he comes back and runs for more than 19 carries in the regular season in any game, you owe me
No,
50 quid.
average over 19 carries.
Oh, it's only one game, so it's not average, is it? That's what Rob's saying. If he runs over the average,
If he runs over 19 carries in any game
Okay.
this regular season,
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
only likely to come back for one game, is he?
Okay.
But just think, if he comes back at week 15, then I might fly in.
Okay. Yeah. Deal.
Deal.
Get it in the notes.
Sound it in the notes.
50 quid. Fantastic. Fantastic. I've just done well there, though.
Well,
I basically threw 25 quid in the air and said, yeah, is it? Nope. Just fucking see what happens. And then he was due, weren't he?
he was due. Once again, Tony's
My shoot tactics always work.
Tony's numbers rules come
it's
back
gonna
in.
come in.
Always play the numbers.
Like the Lions are going to win a game soon. They're going to win.
Do you know
The
if they
duo win.
don't, Dan Campbell's going to be the first player to go 0-16 and the first coach to go 0-17.
Well, he'll be the first coach.
This
to
is
go
0-17
Yeah,
anyway.
but I mean, but that's
Are the Texans win a game? Yeah. Who did
Yeah.
the Texans beat again?
Don't know, but they'll probably win again next Sunday.
Right. So let's get into the games then. So what you saying when you saying the Lions win?
Oh, fuck off, Rob.
I think they missed a chance against the Eagles. I think that's their easiest team.
I'll have Tony a bet on the Lions win a game this season.
Do you think the Lions won't win?
No, I'm not saying that, but I said I think they missed a chance. I'm not
Shitbag.
getting baited into it anymore.
Fucking course you will.
Yes, you will. Right. Thursday night game. 7-1 Green Bay Packers.
7-1.
7. Well, that's what it is.
7 and 1.
7 and 1. You know, I see everything else. 7 and 1.
I purposely never done it like a fraction. So
7 and 1 Green
it a
Bay
fraction?
Packers.
Yeah.
24. Arizona Cardinals 21, who are also now dropped to 7 and 1. Thoughts on this? Did anyone?
Cardinals could have won this game.
Only for AJ Green turning away from the fucking ball.
Oh, it was one play. I do get what you mean, though.
It's clearly miscommunication. I think AJ Green thought he was the distraction in the play. Do you know what I mean?
But he thought it was running play, didn't he?
Yeah, or he thought even if he thought it was passing play, he didn't think he was going to get the ball because he turned away from the ball, and so.
What annoyed me about this? Did you see man people's jumping off the Cardinals bandwagon?
Well, see,
after one loss, like, oh, get ready. JJ Watt's out. He got ravaged by injuries. The Cardinals aren't the team that we fought, and
that's why I think the Cardinals are the only competition for the Rams, because now people are jumping off. Yeah. And they could have won that game quite easily.
To be fair,
they could have.
You know what I mean? I think Green Bay deserve a credit. They lost the top receiver in
Devontae Adams.
They lost Alan Lazard, the number 2 receiver. So they lent on the run game. And AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones are fantastic. Do you know what I mean? Especially in this game, like they knew they had to lead on it.
How long was Devontae out for? Do you know?
It was COVID.
Or was it? Yeah. It was just that game.
Yeah.
Packers are like slowly going about the business without anyone realising.
That's the shit, though.
They're not.
They're winning games. No one realises.
I know, but it's the problem. They're winning games, but to me, it's like to refer it to like English footy, like United this year. They've been playing shit.
I don't watch footy.
Well, you don't watch footy, but what's happened to United this year?
I don't know.
They've been playing shit, but they've been getting some good results, but they haven't played anyone decent.
Right, okay.
And they've come to play someone decent, and they've got slotted. Now, I think...
But these players...
Hold on, I think the Packers got lucky, because the Cardinals were out... I think Cardinals didn't lose the number 1 cornerback.
How can the Packers got lucky? They lost the 2 receivers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the Cardinals' defense was also ravaged. So they're ever going to play the Cardinals. It was the best time, and the Cardinals still could have won. I think the Packers are going to end up playing someone like the Rams and get absolutely slaughtered.
And Robert Tonyan, the number 1 tight end, went out injured with an ACL.
I'm just saying, the Packers aren't passing the test. When you watch them, see them play, you get to getting the results, but it's not enough for me. They're not wowing anyone, and
you don't need to yet, though. It's all about getting the playoffs, isn't it?
It is all about getting the playoffs. You are right, but to me, they're going to get the playoffs and lose the first game.
Well,
not getting to the championship game again. There's nothing in them that inspires me.
I don't know, because obviously if
even Rodgers doesn't look the same player.
But the Packers have got the advantage over the Cardinals now, so they'd in effect be the second team.
There's always a team that starts off a house on fire. The Steelers last year.
So the Packers will be realistically
the Packers and the Steelers.
They won't meet the Rams till the end.
Yeah, but I just there'll be a team that gets hot, and I don't think it'll be the Packers. That's what I'm saying.
I think
the Packers are
the Cardinals like the Steelers last year. They ride that crest, so the crest of a wave.
See, I think the Packers are the Steelers last year. Where they were beating teams. Yeah, I'm agree.
Yeah.
But I think the Steelers last year were beating teams, but eventually what you're going to see is they're going to come into a harder schedule and they're just going to get slotted. The 5-3 Bengals 31, New York Jets 34. No, and the fucking absolute worst bet records in the world.
Do you know what's mad?
Cost us £290.
Do you know what's mad though? Because like I had a bet on, and it was Rams, Bengals, Jags, and somebody else, and and Bills.
Yeah.
And basically, I was going. At one point, they were all in.
Yeah.
Like the Bengals were winning by 11 points, so it was basically getting voided.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking flying here. Said, I'll take this, take the Bengals losing here. And then all of a sudden, look back at my phone. The Rams had just gone into fucking free fall. And I was like, okay, well now the Rams is getting voided because they've hit the handicap. It's literally 16. The Bengals have hit the handicap. I said, so that's getting voided. It's like the Dolphins are getting back into this game against the Bills. Yeah, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's like every team's going to get voided here.
You had the same bet.
And then I was like, literally, I'm going to be waiting on the Jags plus 12 against the Seahawks to just get a tiny bit of profit. And then I was like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, the Jets just fucking dominated, fucking turned over the ball. I don't understand why Joe Burrow was throwing that at the end. Why didn't he just give it to Mixon and just run the ball? Why is he throwing?
That's hindsight, though, winning. I think
because there's enough on the clock left where they got a couple more first downs.
But run the ball first play. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I do get the argument.
Jets were good. Jets were really, really good.
They look like they had a game plan. They do look like they had some sort of plan.
The defense, even though Bengals put 31 on them, the defense, look, of Quinn Williams is unbelievable. He's going to be quality, him.
Yeah. Well, he already is.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Daniel White, the quarterback, what's his name?
Mike White.
Nick White.
First quarterback to throw for 400 yards on his debut since who?
Cam Newton.
And also the first Jets quarterback for like 15 years to do it as well.
He's starting Thursday.
But to be fair, like, he
when he went out, it was hilarious, though. When he went out, it was like, fucking Jets, man.
yeah, but like, he actually played really well. Like,
See Robert Saleh
Yeah.
after the game said, does this mean obviously he's got a chance for the starting quarterback job?
Yeah.
And he just basically said anything can happen. Obviously, we all know it's Zach Wilson. That's who you spend your
Yeah, and he literally was.
It's just a bit of food.
He's not going to knock the lad's confidence,
Yeah.
and then all he has to do is go to Wilson, going, "Well, you know
what you want me to do? Yeah.
What you want me to say?" Like, yeah. But then
Michael Carter broke out, showed that he's got a bit about him.
So, like, as I said about the Cardinals, is anyone now not believing the Bengals anymore? We were quite high on them, especially after they beat the Raiders. We were quite high on them.
Well, I think the Bengals have just been that team that I've been calling this for a long time, and I apologised last week, and now I'm going to take it back. Should have protected Joe Burrow.
Oh, fuck off! Right, moving on. The 1-7, 1-7. Do you hear that, Mark? 1-7. Miami Dolphins.
Hang on a minute, wait there.
11.
Wait there a minute, Rob. Let me just fucking.
NFL fan now, yeah.
NFL
Got Dolphins written on the front of you, on the back of you.
Fuck off.
Against the 5-2 Bills, who are now 26.
To be fair, you saw one in the first half. Was it 3-3 at half time?
Was it what? 3-3 at half time, yeah. It was a close game until like the fourth. Was it the third quarter or the fourth quarter? Where Josh Allen just like started.
Well, to be fair, it was third and fourth. Like,
was it?
We kind of got back into it. It was third, but then we kind of got back into it, and then they just went on a little rampage again.
This keeps happening with the Dolphins all the time.
Dolphins played actually.
Yeah, but this is what happens. You play well and then you fall apart.
Shit.
Why can't you just play a whole game?
Dolphins were good and also shit in the same game.
Why can't you just play a whole game?
Because we're shit.
You can't play 4 quarters of football.
Because we're Everton. It's as simple as that. I've picked 2 bad teams in my life. 2 really bad ones. Like, really, really bad ones. Like, I don't know what I've done wrong to deserve this. Maybe because I wish people.
I've got a list. I've got a list. Starting with the fact that you bet on someone to get it.
But, like, I just don't, like, obviously you've seen that clip. If you protect it, like, I think it was 16 out of 24 dropbacks.
Yeah.
He was pressured on. It's like, you go out and you go and get him, and then you just fuck him over. Well, apparently we're trying to trade everyone away now. So apparently,
Devontae Parker on the block, and
he's trying to blow it up.
So apparently, Xavier Howard's on the block, and apparently
you just went through all that fucking hassle in the
summer. And apparently, Devontae Parker's available for trade, even though Devontae Parker balled out in last.
I'd love Devontae Parker at the Chiefs.
Well, why go through all the hassle with Howard in the summer?
Why is everyone up for trade? What I don't get is
we fucked. Basically, what we've done is we fucked up the draft. We had all them picks and we fucked it up.
Yeah, but
the problem is though, a waste.
You still got a core of decent. Like what we said pre-season,
you haven't though.
Your receivers are still decent.
Yeah, but that's not a core though. That's a couple of good players on the receivers.
No, but what I mean is though, like receivers are still decent. Your cornerbacks are still decent. We all know the glaring hole is the defensive line, the offensive line. Why blow it up? Why not just spend
all
the next summer, the draft picks and free agency in summer and just fucking get that?
And we don't pay anyone. Like we've got like all the cap space in the world because we don't pay anybody. It's the only people that we've paid.
Rather than blow it up,
it's literally Byron Jones and fucking Xavier Howard. That's it.
You know when you saw about like cap space. Now, the only teams who have a lot of cap space are the shit teams.
Yeah.
And there's no well good say, oh yeah, we got 50 million in for cap space. But so what? I'd rather be like the Saints, the Chiefs, the Rams, who were teetering on. You know, the cap space is what cap space is, because you know there's a reason why you've got that made cap space.
With some teams, the reason they've got loads of cap space is because they can't afford to pay the players.
Yeah. But you know the other thing that's annoying? Because I've said it like in the past. Dolphins have been in every game they've played this year.
Yeah.
But
you were in this game for ages.
But haven't won. And it's so obvious that if all you do is fix the lines right now,
that's why
and you go and win the games, and you'll win games.
Why
The Dolphins
trade?
would not be 1-7. The Dolphins
Why
would have a
trade?
winning record right now if we'd have went out and just got some proven players on O-line and D-line.
Yeah.
And just
Okay.
went, do you know what? Why are we running with rookies all over the place? Let's just protect our quarterback, who you've basically been grooming for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like before he was even, the year before he even was getting drafted, he was our quarterback. Yeah, he was our quarterback. And it's like, but why aren't you trying to protect him? And then you look at the Jets, and Mike White had all fucking day.
Yeah.
All day in the pocket, and you're like, well, they spent money on fucking O-line.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking, why aren't we doing that?
You've got to protect your investments, essentially.
What's your thoughts on the Bills? Because
Well, the Dolphins' defense was all right in this game.
that's
This
what I
was
mean.
probably
Like,
the best defense.
the Bills, like, they
played.
struggled for a while, and then obviously they end up scoring 4-6.
Well, Josh Allen always fucking
But,
does
like,
well against us.
The Bills are still now. The reason I'm asking why I think the Bills, I think they beat the Chiefs and everyone blew them up as in like, they've got over the hump with their arch rivals, blah 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 blah. Then Titans come and swatted us as well.
Yeah.
And then Party thinks, I'll
Chiefs
tell you
are
now,
shite.
Chiefs are playing the Packers this week. The line, the odds on Packers is going to be incredible because the bookies just will not back against the Chiefs because of what history's proven the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you now, back, like I said, back to Titans, back the Packers against the handicap because you'll get it. So I think Bills and Titans, both of them aren't as good as.
I don't think there's any good AFC teams.
I don't, and it started off everyone thinking the AFC's dead strong, and I'm thinking now the AFC looks weak as fuck.
Our views are just very wishy-washy. Like we
That's the whole point.
But that's what I'm saying. But like you just said with
Bengals.
Yeah, with Chase, Jamar Chase, and obviously
That was a joke.
Yeah, no, but that encapsulates the way we are. It's like everybody knows the AFC with the powerhouse apparently. And I know a few games in.
You felt he was though.
Yeah, and a few games in, I'm like, actually, you know what? The NFC is because of the Cards now, and obviously the Packers. You know,
Rams, the Cards, the Packers. Like
I think it's
there's no one in the AFC. I think truly makes you believe the way the Rams do.
Does anyone in the AFC beat the Rams? No. Does anyone in the AFC beat the Cardinals?
The Bucks.
No.
And just the Bucks are going to
Yeah.
all of a sudden come into form. The Bucks will come into form. Like it's just the Tom Brady thing, and I hate him or love him. You know he's come playoff.
Yeah.
He's just going to come into form at the right time. He's got the knowledge and he's got the he's been there and done it.
Yeah.
Come into the playoffs, and I guarantee you'll see them in the championship game.
Fully agree. 6-2 Titans, 34. They're now 3-5 Colts, 31. This was a great game. One thing I want to say in this game for push it to use is a lot of hate on Carson Wentz after this game. Now he's not a big fan of the Colts. I'm a bit of a fan of Carson Wentz. A lot of hate on Carson Wentz after the game. He threw a stupid interception, fair enough, but he was trying to. I actually don't. If it wasn't a pick six, he wouldn't have got the shit that he got. But it was because he was so close to the end zone. It was probably always going to be a pick six. He got intercepted, but he's thrown that away to stop himself getting a safety, to stop the Colts having to give the ball back. And if you look at what happened, it was 30. That pick six took it to 31-24. So 24-24 at that point. He's thinking, with the time left on the clock, I can't give up a safety. I can't give up points because I've got to then give them the ball back and they can run down the clock. I think the best thing that happened to the Colts was the fact that they got a pick six.
Yeah.
Because then he could then march down the field and get the score even again. Because if you give the Titans the ball,
what I was gonna say
they're just going to kill the clock.
So I was going to say to you then, so do you think, would you rather give up a pick six than give up a safety? Because I think I would. No matter where I am, no matter what.
If you're confident in your team,
that, I'd rather give up.
He's a player.
If I
was a player, I 100% would rather give up a pick six than I would a safety because the ball's back in your hands and you control it.
Yeah.
Then it's down to you then.
If you're because you're on offense, so you're the one that's at fault. Your offense is at fault. So I'd rather go. Do you know what?
Give me the ball back.
Rather than me having to kick it back to them after giving up 2 points, they could potentially score 9 points.
Don't get me wrong. If say you're a defense, you're Buckner for the Colts, you're thinking, get the safety up, I'll get that ball back.
Yeah.
But if you're a Carson Wentz, you're thinking, give me that ball back, I'll fix this.
I agree with you on that instance because he's stuck between rock and a hard place if he's in his own end. So there. But there was times in that game where he doesn't take the check down. And he's got this, and we've praised him for it, where he doesn't let the play die.
Yeah.
He needs to know when the play's dead.
Yeah.
And just take the check down, throw it away, or just... Do you know what I mean?
Like I said to Mark on the way here, I said, this game now, with Henry being out, is fucking a brutal loss.
They've missed it.
Like it's a horrible loss for the Colts.
It is.
Because if you win this game...
They're now 3 games back. How many games do you think Henry accounts for the Titans?
Well, that's what I mean. If you win this game...
You're 2 games back and no
Colts
Henry.
win the division.
Yeah, I
like no doubt about it.
I still think the division's open. I still do.
I just think, like Titans have still got to play 2 really, really bad teams in their division. The Jags and the Texans.
Yeah, but Titans have got 9 games left now. No, in fact, the 6 and 2 to the 8, yeah. They've got 9 games left now. I don't know what the strength of schedule is, but Colts can't afford to lose another game, basically.
No.
But if they don't lose another game, they're still very much in that division. They both got 2 wins playing 2 bad teams.
I just don't know. I can't remember how many times they've got to play. I don't know if they've played.
You've already played each other twice now.
No, I mean I don't know if they've played.
Oh,
Texans
right,
and Jags.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But you'd fancy the Colts to beat.
If Mark brought his iPad like he was meant to, he could have got that up there and then, couldn't
he? You'd expect the Colts now to win every game, every divisional game.
Yeah, 100%. That division, there's still a lot to say. Now Derrick Henry's gone, there's a lot to say. Julio Jones hasn't been the player that we thought he'd be. AJ Brown's still fantastic.
I understand why they took Julio Jones.
I do, because why not?
Why? Because we all praised it before the start. You don't know that it's going to be...
Because they're the number 1 receiver, AJ Brown.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
just why not?
You're a team which predominantly runs the ball. Probably 60% of your players that run the ball.
Yeah.
You've got a quarterback who's quite comfortable handing it off to Derrick Henry for 60% of the time. You've got, when you do throw it, you've got AJ Brown on the outside, who was steadily progressing to be one of the top receivers in the league. You let Corey Davis go, who was a good number 2, had a breakout year, kind of last year.
Yeah.
You let him go to the Jets. I just feel the Julio Jones thing was done for the wrong reasons.
Why wouldn't you take a good player when they're available?
To me, I'm thinking.
I think you need him.
You said you're losing Corey Davis, who was a good number 2 for the year, and replaced him with Julio Jones. That makes sense.
But that doesn't always make sense. I don't think that was the strength of their team.
Hindsight's a great thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
I don't blame them for doing it.
I fully believe.
Who knows?
You take Julio Jones
without Henry, without.
I'm not putting them up to it together.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is that to me that's their thinking. We lost Corey Davis. We lost our number 2 wide receiver. Well, Julio Jones available. Let's just go and get him. And now we've got a number 1 in AJ Brown and a number 2 who, let's face it, is a number 1 as well. We'll now see whether that's a good trade because they're going to have to use them, aren't they?
He's going to throw the ball a lot more.
7-1, LA Rams 38. The 1-7 Houston Texans 22. 16 and a half points the spread was.
That was 16 what I got.
Was it?
But also, there's no point talking about it.
Just garbage time on it.
Because the Rams were fucking incredible.
It was just fully garbage time.
Again.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp was incredible. Robert Woods was incredible.
For 1,900 yards.
Matthew Stafford is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many more times we can talk about how good Matthew Stafford is.
Every week, please.
But
while Mahomes is shite.
He's absolutely unbelievable. And the Texans are absolutely dog shit. And the Miami Dolphins play them next week, and I'm
do you think that's they were competitive when Tyrod Taylor was on the centre, weren't they?
Yeah.
And if I flashes with Davis Mills, but they're probably regressing to the mean now, aren't they? I
think Davis Mills had his best game when he first come in.
Yeah.
Like early on.
And now against the Pats.
I think early on, wasn't it?
I think the thing with
now it's a case
with the Texans, finished. It wasn't just Tyrod Taylor being great, and we all praised him, and even I did. I think it was a case of it's just that new season spirit you've been shit on. You got to try your hardest, and now they tried their hardest for a bit. Your party just gets dejected and goes, yeah, fair enough. Well, shit. 4-3 Steelers 15.
Right.
The 4-4 Cleveland Browns.
Can I say something about this? My favourite moment of the weekend came in this game.
Go on.
The Steelers kicker Boswell.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of taking the kick for 3 points, went for a touchdown throw.
Yeah.
Realised his first 3 reads or whatever went on.
We're gone.
Broke out the pocket and had to scramble. Well, I say pocket because it's not a proper pocket, is it?
Yeah. You start scrambling to the right.
And then you just see this Browns defensive back just come in and fucking boom him. Do you know what I mean? He got up, he was concussed. The rest of the game, they never had a proper kicker. Their backup kicker is a punter who has never kicked a ball in the NFL.
Never kicked the ball in college.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It actually benefited them.
Ben went
being
for
out.
it. When Ben was going for it on
Without them going for the fourth,
Yeah, they
and
would have lost this
they'd
game.
have lost this game. Yeah.
So by the kicker being not there,
But you not think that was
Steelers won
such a
this
funny
game.
moment when the kicker just got absolutely twatted?
No, my favourite moment
It
was
wound me
when
up. Wound me up.
was when the Steelers scored a touchdown. Some fat lineman or the fat punter had to try and do the kick off. Kicked it about 40 yards tops, and I was there going, "How?"
You were there.
How-
You were there thinking.
Somebody could do
Yeah.
this.
Could do
No, but
this.
I was literally sitting there thinking, how is there 53 men on that team
That can't
and
kick
not
the
one of
ball?
them can kick a ball 60
I know.
yards?
I was thinking this, right? So obviously they had like a chip shot field goal, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they never went for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, surely to God, anyone can make that kick. Like
There must be-
anyone.
Surely there's someone on the
surely
team
you're having a mess around.
that's
right?
played
No,
like soccer in as a
No,
medal.
but you know, like when you're messing around, like say you
Yeah.
go to footy, right? Say you're a defender, which you're
Yeah.
not. Say you're a keeper,
Yeah.
right? And it's penalties. You come out and take a few penalties.
Yeah.
So why is no one just going, there's
Yeah,
the
do you
ball, and
remember-
running over like a
do you remember
knobhead and just
obviously
kicking it through the
The NFL
fucking...
first come to the UK a couple of years ago, well, not first come, but when it started to really pick up pace, especially
Yeah.
Sky Sports, giving them more courage. And I think the Texans might have been playing in the UK. So
Yeah.
Harry Kane went to the training session with the Texans.
Yeah.
So they were doing kicking.
It was Sergio Aguero
Was it Sergio? Was it and
and it was JJ Watt. Sergio
didn't Vince Wilfork
No,
have a kick?
Sergio Aguero and JJ Watt. And Vince Wilfork had the kit on Hard Knocks that you're thinking of.
Ah, right, that's where I'm getting mixed
Yeah.
up. But yeah, but JJ Watt seems to have nailed them all right.
Yeah, JJ Watt was nailing them. And then Sergio Aguero kicked one for 70-odd yards.
Yeah.
And broke the NFL record. But it was like...
Just go and get it at
But
college.
it's just mad. That it's like they've gone, no, we're not putting anyone... We're not letting anyone else kick it. Who's not a kicker. He's not on the special teams.
Yeah.
It's like, there must be a linebacker who can kick the ball 40, 50 yards.
But it wasn't even that. It was like fucking 25
Oh,
yards.
for the field goal, you mean?
Yeah.
But I was just thinking
25
the kickoff
yards,
was
just fucking kick it. Like, anyone can fucking do it. And it pisses me off because I'm sitting there thinking, fucking just sign me up. I've told you a million times, just fucking put me on the team and I'll just fucking kick them through for fun all day.
3-5, Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles 44.
Can we not just talk about how shit Baker Mayfield was at the end? Just
Talk about how shitty is he was.
fully bottled it.
Do you know what I loved?
Fully
Do
bottled
you know what I
it.
loved about Baker Mayfield
Just
at the end?
bottled it.
Which is
Wait, he was boss.
see him,
Did you see?
You see when he got taken out
Yeah,
the sideline,
and he fucking got the
rolls
crowd.
over, goes over, gets the crowd, one of them. Next thing, next throw, miss. It's like you're a fucking.
That's what I mean.
tit. That is the epitome of Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield train.
No, but do you know what, right? It was that. That was what pissed me off, right?
The epitome of it?
Because as soon as you celebrate like getting fucking launched
Yeah.
and you get the crowd all up like that, you win the game.
You've got to perform.
You win the game. And if you don't win the game, you just look at him and think you're
did
a
you see
fucking
it?
gobshite.
I vaguely remember this.
He got tackled. He rolls over,
He got
and
it, he got
everyone runs over thinking, "Is he hit his shoulder
He
again?"
got late out.
Yeah, it was a late. And as people go to pick him up, he gets himself up, runs over, and it looks like he's running to kick off at the referee or something. And then he's not. He runs to the crowd, gives it one of them. Come on, yeah. And you're thinking, this is it.
Sound.
This is it. The Browns
are winning.
Browns are winning this. And then his next three throws are just fucking shite. There was one.
You've got to be
There's
able to back it
one
up,
throw
haven't you?
there's one throw where Landry dropped it. He should have caught it. But all the other throws were shite. And you're there thinking,
You can't.
How
give
can you
it,
do that?
yeah. You can't give it the big one. and then
concentrate
you
on being
fucking-
a decent
the game.
quarterback
Yeah.
rather than concentrating on the fucking whole hype thing, the whole fucking
get all the crowd all fucking hyped up and then just fucking kill them. Just kill them all off.
It's just
Yeah.
fucking.
And then obviously
It's games like this where
then-
where you think the Browns must be sitting there thinking, maybe move on.
Well, then the Browns obviously and then fucked up on defense and give fucking
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson like a 60, 70 yard fucking
Yeah.
run after the catch.
Nick Chubb still weren't fit, was he? Because
I didn't really use him. Used Johnson instead. Steelers got a great defense and they're keeping that division alive. But like, who started that division? Still Bengals. I don't know what Ravens are now.
Oh, I don't
Ravens
know.
are on bye, so Ravens basically won without even playing because their
Yeah.
division just become even closer.
Yeah.
Because they were looking like they were sort of falling a little bit behind. You know what I mean? But
All right, moving on. The Eagles 44, Lions 6. We all thought this was the Lions 1. This is where the plucky Lions finally get a win, and they were
Especially
just fucking
do you know,
shocking.
It's after the way they played against the Rams, weren't it? You thought, do that again.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
I seen this on the
It feels like the Rams was their cup final.
Sky Sports always show like an hour at the game in an hour.
Yeah.
Don't basically get like a game in 40. Don't need to have a thing on. Philly's offensive line is fantastic. You know, when because they've got Kelsey's brother back, Jason
Kelsey, yeah.
Lane Johnson and Mayalta went back to left tackle.
Jordan Howard.
They are men against.
This is my argument. Jordan Howard for the Dolphins scored like 4 touchdowns from the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
When he was at us last
year.
year.
300 yards,
right. And he couldn't do more than 1 yard rushes. He then breaks out fucking 2 touchdowns and like 50, fucking 60, 70, line. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
All because they invested in the O-line.
So Detroit's defense could not get near Jalen Phillips, and the odd occasion that they did break through the Jalen Hurts.
Before this game as well, I was talking about him being dropped from Minshew.
But anytime they did, Hurts has got the wherewithal. Under the wherewithal, he's got the ability just to spin and move and do something.
Yeah.
If you've got loads of time and then you see someone coming, you've got time to get out of the way of it.
Yeah.
And having an O-line does that for
it masks having a bad quarterback. Do you know what I mean? Having a bad offensive line makes.
I wouldn't say it masks out a bad quarterback. What it does is it gives a bad quarterback more chances.
It makes your deficiencies worse having a bad offensive line.
Yeah.
And I think probably that's why Mayfield has been maybe playing above what we thought. We're just speaking is because his offensive line has been so good. He's had the time in the pocket to pick his passes out.
Going back to the Cleveland game, and like, sorry for any Eagles or Lions fans listening, but it's just a fucking wipe. There's not much to talk about. Have you seen what this should have been in your news, really, Mark? But maybe you missed it. Have you seen what OBJ's dad's done?
No.
OBJ's dad has put a video of every game this season where there's at least four chances where OBJ's free and Baker's not throwing it to him. And he's saying either Baker hates OBJ or he doesn't want to be outshined by OBJ. And he's saying there's at least 4 chances in every game where OBJ's clear and open and Baker just doesn't throw it.
But so there was a throw. I think he only got two targets or 2 catches, didn't he, at the weekend?
Yeah, and have you seen the one of the targets?
He
fucking
was
ridiculous.
Yeah, where he started to catch it with one hand, or he started to pull it in one hand.
If he catches that, it would have looked great. It was a terrible throw.
Yeah.
Moving on. 3-4 49ers 33 against the 3-5 Bears 22.
Chicago looked all right in this game.
They started off looking all right, and then they just sort of fell apart. And the 49ers finally got some.
Justin Fields with a hell of a touchdown.
Yeah.
100 yard rushing.
Yeah, it was Justin Fields' breakout game and they lost.
Yeah, it was, and yet they lost. But this is where, if you're a Bears fan, even though they lost, there's a bit of optimism for next year now, because you're seeing what Justin Fields can be.
And Nagy
you're hoping, Nagy wasn't it? And you're hoping that let them seeing it makes them go and get an offensive line, because give them a bit of a chance, and you've got something there. 49ers,
Deebo Samuel.
You could tell Deebo Samuel's unbelievable. Isn't he?
How he's not getting spoken about that much, you know what I mean?
It's because the 49ers are 3-4. It's like Allen Robinson, like say the case of Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
He's just unbelievable because he's on such a bad
but
team.
It's not just his receiving yards; it's his yards after the catch.
Yeah,
because he's built like a running.
Yeah,
he's built like a running back.
Felt like a yard short of the fucking touchdown.
Yeah, it was good money. The see Jimmy Garoppolo in this game, I think he rushed for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he did 2 touchdowns. Yeah,
you could
he had a bit of pressure on him, didn't he?
Well, there was talk, wasn't there, that it might be time for Thingy to start again. What's his name? Trey Lance. And then Garoppolo was playing like a man possessed, like he knew it was his last chance. Which is interesting, because then Party thinks, well, why aren't you playing like that anyway?
Yeah.
Like, why isn't every game?
I don't understand why people just fucking. If you're a professional player, why don't you play like that every week?
Yeah.
I just
why are you putting that effort in every week?
Some people don't. It's like, and going back to something like Michael Jordan was the best. He said he used that to create his own motivation. So he'd create stories.
Tom Brady doesn't
he'd create stories that weren't there that'll piss him off.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Tom Brady's done it all his whole career. That's why you got to find a way to motivate yourself. That 4-4 Panthers 19 against the 3-4 Falcons 13. Shit game. Panthers took it out of Donald's hands and just let Chuba Hubbard run it all the time. I think me and you, Tony, both thought Falcons might win this because they were on a bit of an upward curve. But
to be fair,
Panthers managed to get it done, but it wasn't impressive.
Both teams were shit.
Both shite, yeah, I agree. Not much to talk about. 4-4 Patriots 27 against the now 4-3 Chargers 24. Patriots doing doing the Chiefs a massive favour.
We did discuss this last week that Herbert got had off by the Patriots last year.
Yeah.
And
what game was it? It was the Ravens, where I said Chargers won't be able to handle the Ravens' running game.
Yeah.
And I was partly right, but the Chargers, Herbert was just so good that they managed to win anyway, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But this again, Patriots ran the ball down the throat. Anyone changing the mind of the Patriots and thinking now they're starting to they've had the slow start.
I think
they're starting to get the shit together.
The only thing that would make me think that is the AFC is a lot more closer together than what I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's only a couple of games behind, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Well, they're now the one game off the Bills, but obviously the Bills got a game in hand.
Yeah.
Mac Jones, what?
Clearly the best rookie quarterback
This year. You're not going out on a limousine.
No,
just
ever.
this year.
Just this year. Yeah. Out of all of the rookies.
Well, he's landed in the best situation.
He was the most pro-ready, apparently.
And yeah, he probably was, but he also landed in the best situation. Like I wouldn't
necessarily 49ers situation's not the worst.
Yeah, but he's not started.
I know, but he didn't look great when he did.
Yeah, but 49 situation has clearly been.
I think this was his worst game, though.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, his worst game of the season.
No, apparently. So I didn't see the game loads, but apparently his first half was terrible, but his second half was brilliant.
His was quite low compared to what it's been all season.
Yeah, but his second half was brilliant. Like his first half was 31%, something stupid like that, and the second half was. For some reason, the second half to come out and just went, just do what you're going to do or trust them. Next game, 1-6 Jags, 7 against a 3-5 Seahawks, 31. This is the one we thought Jags might win with Geno Smith on the centre. Yeah. But Seahawks just fucking...
DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett, 140 yards.
Tyler Lockett was incredible. DK Metcalf's touchdown was incredible.
DK Metcalf had a pop on Twitter, did you see?
No.
So, there was he never had a massive game, TK, but he caught a touchdown. And it was like a jump ball. Now, if anyone's going to go for a jump ball,
yeah.
And he basically, Geno Smith just basically fucking looped it over and he caught it above the TB. And DK Metcalf said on Twitter, now, whether he meant it or not, he's got to be aware that anything he says on Twitter is going to be viewed as a dig. He said, I've not had many passes like that in my time at Seattle. Do you know what I mean? And regardless whether he meant it just as a genuine observation.
I think he's just saying he's not had a 50-50 ball where he can show his dominance like that.
You've got to be aware of how that's going to be. You know what I mean? You've got to be a bit more smarter.
Yeah, so obviously
you say that then, but all that takes is a conversation with Wilson once, doesn't it? Like the amount of shit that he's come out and said. You know, like,
to be fair, like what's Russell Wilson going to fucking say to him? Fucking size him, do you know what I mean? Fucking go on then. What are you going to do? Nothing. Fuck off.
2-6 Washington, 10. He said 4-4 Broncos, 17. Go on, right.
This game was a microcosm of how me and Tony is sort of our roller coaster with NFL and supporting the NFL. So, bit of optimism going in the game. Thought we can, and probably Denver will probably feel the same playing us.
Yeah, right. There was a sense that you couldn't call a winner. Yeah. Whoever turns up was going to win.
3-0 for Denver straight away.
Yeah.
Defense looked like they were playing again. Sound, right. Put a bit of pressure on Teddy. We give the ball away.
Yeah.
Right? Shit.
Shokhare.
Right, yeah, Shokhare. They throw what we think was an easy interception. Bobby McCain, straight to his chest. Bounce off his chest. He forgets to put his fucking hands up. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Get away with it.
I think I saw that, yeah.
And it's just becoming very predictable, and after that, it's just Denver didn't even have to do much.
Do you know what's funny?
It's just like boring.
Do you know what's funny in this game? So obviously the Broncos were ahead.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon gets the ball, to kill the game. And then Chase Young forces a fumble.
I saw that, yeah.
And the Washington still couldn't fucking do anything. It's like, you literally had the chance and then you go fuck it up.
So we cut our kicker, Justin Hopkins, who's not been great.
Yeah.
But he's not been the worst kicker in the league by no stretch, right? We picked up this kicker from waivers called Bluey. Fucking Bluey, right? You'd think a kicker called Bluey would have 2 blocked kicks in 2 weeks. You can probably have 1 block kick in a week of NFL football. He's had 2 in 2 weeks.
I just need to get signed up. Fucking need something.
Right, and it's like it's ridiculous.
I just love how angry Mark's getting over the idea of it's called Bluey, just don't sign him. Yeah, just don't sign him. It's called Bluey.
If there's ever an omen not to sign a player, it's when a player is called Bluey. Then Gibson every week is on doubtful for every game. Just put him fucking IR. He's got a hairline fracture in his shin.
Yeah, but the thing is, because you got no one else, have you? Or not? You got no one else.
We've got McKissick. We've got.
You're desperate to do something, aren't you?
Just put him on IR. Let him heal up, and then he'll be back to best.
But you're done now.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, fully.
So,
And we're picking top 5. I could probably say we're easy picking top 5 next season. Do you know what I mean? And the QB cunt is still in the same.
It's mad because there's a fair few bad teams.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
I can see us, Dolphins, Washington.
I actually think Dolphins will end up winning like 5 or 6. I do. Just.
But Dolphins. I thought you said for some reason I thought you said the Lions. Then and I was like, oh,
5 or 6 extra in total.
No, in total. I just feel like, you know, the Dolphins, they've got
someone
it in the
to get
locker.
it together.
Do you know what really pisses us off for me and Tony is the fact that we've
went
went in.
Speaking for you.
No, but I can sense his sort of like his
Frustration,
resentment,
anger.
So like Tom was made up this weekend, and like our mate Stokes, because the Jets. Who is he? The Jets we're forecast to probably get beat most of the games and go into the season with just get through the season. Zach Wilson stays fit, and we'll prevail. Me and Tony were going into the season with a bit of optimism. We're going to make the playoffs. Do you know what I mean?
And what do we say to you, Mark?
Yeah, it's the hope that kills.
It's the hope that kills.
Do you know what's more annoying? The Jets have beat 2 really, really good teams. Like I don't think the Bengals are a really good team, but on paper, you've beat 2 division leaders. Like you beat the Titans and you beat the Bengals. The Jets are beating teams. So do you know what? Right?
Yeah,
so
but
you know what? Right?
It's probably because people are going to play the Jets and thinking you have to fucking bother.
Yeah, but that's why. What's like? So obviously you're a fan of a shit team, right? So when they pull off games like that, you're fucking made up. I'm a fan of a so-called decent team that should be going to playoffs this year. And what's happened? Well, fucking 1-7, 1-7. It's a fucking shambles. And Mark, like, I don't even know what to say about Washington because they're just as bad.
Do you know what? I honestly think now we've got to be looking at Brandon Scherf, Tony. Do you want them?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
sign me up.
3rd round pick, Tyler Haneke.
No one's trade with Tyler Haneke. Get it out your head.
That experiment is. You said to me he's exciting. The reason he's exciting because he can't make every throw. So when it breaks down, he is fumbling around. Yeah, but when he does something, it's exciting. But he's only exciting because he fucked it up in the first place.
Just enjoy it.
I can't.
Like Everton fans with Duncan Ferguson, he was shite, but just enjoy it.
I can't.
6-2.
Melvin Gordon played well in this.
Sound.
Rushing touchdown and receiving touchdown.
6-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Fumble, but
27 against the now 5-2 New Orleans Saints. 36. It's like they got a bogey, like a bit of a bogey team.
Saints
how can New
Orleans
don't they? scheme up a game to beat the Bucks with their 3rd choice quarterback? And this is what frustrates me about me and Tony's teams. We coaching, it must be something wrong at a deep level.
It is.
Where we
it definitely is.
Where Sean Payton,
it's a bogey team.
You give Sean Payton anyone, and he coaches them up to beat them.
Yeah, but look at the Steelers and the Browns. Some teams just always have that little hex over you.
Every team we play is fucking bogey teams at the moment.
You're the bogey team.
Yeah.
Tom Brady threw 2 picks.
Yeah.
Tom Brady wasn't good in this. Saints were good. James Winston was good until he got injured.
To be fair, the 2nd pick, do you not think that was on Godwin a little bit?
I just think Tom Brady was just all on Tom Brady.
Tom Brady throws a pick. It's Tom Brady's fault because fuck him. Yeah.
He's a dunce.
Because
he's a fucking nonce.
Because he's threw too many touchdowns. So any pick is a good pick.
6. I bet no cunt was asking for the ball then, were they? 6-1 Dallas Cowboys 20 against the 3-4 Vikings 16.
Do we think Dallas is the real thing?
I think this is one of them games which starts making you believe.
Cooper Rush.
No Dak Prescott. Defense turns up in a big way. Vikings can't do anything. I genuinely going into this game, I was a bit gutted because, you know, I'm a Vikings fan now. I'm a Cowboys fan now, aren't I? Me and my mate Micha.
So you've got an NFC team now.
I'm Mick. I'm supporting our Mick, aren't I? So I was a bit gutted because I thought, the amount of people out for the Cowboys and the Vikings are going to fight. They need to fight hard for everything now. And the fact they still got it done, the Cowboys are made up.
I seen a tweet on Twitter, and it was, imagine what the numbers Dak Prescott would have put up in this game. Yeah. Because Cedric Wilson, CD Lamb and Amari Cooper all went over like 80 yards and a touchdown.
And Cedric Wilson threw a touchdown, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
It's through a pass.
Threw a
pass,
pass for
yeah.
like 80 yards, something daft like that.
So if Dak was playing in this game, like, it would have been fucking...
Yeah.
It probably would have been 50 points and
And you know what's quite impressive? If
200
you've got
yards.
a rookie quarterback, not a rookie quarterback, so the backup quarterback, you say to him, lean on the run game.
Yeah.
Make it easy for you to hand it off. And they never. He still threw the ball, so it shows the confidence. Offensive line again. Dallas Cowboys got one of the best defensive lines in the league.
No one thought he would have going into the season, though. This is the thing with coaching.
Why? Because
Everyone wrote off because getting older. And everyone wrote off Mick McCarthy and wrote off
Mick McCarthy. Mike McCarthy. Mick McCarthy's the Irishman, the Ireland manager.
It's his Mick, though, isn't it?
I meant Mick, yeah. Everyone wrote off the Cowboys, and I think they've proven a few people wrong. And I do think they're a real thing. I don't think there's enough in the tank to beat Tampa or Rams
or Cardinals or Green Bay.
I think the last were Cardinals, and I think they could give Green Bay a game, but I don't think they beat Tampa or the Rams. But it's nice to see. It's for some reason it's exciting when Cowboys do well, and they've got a good offense, so it's nice to watch. Isn't it?
Yeah, like, but what's going on with Kirk Cousins? Like, how are you getting fucking like doubled by a person who no one even knows exists?
Is he now Dalton? The Dalton line?
No, he's worse.
Do you think he is like the?
I think
the problem. The problem with Cousins is when he has a good game, he looks great. But when he has a bad game, he's never in between, is he?
I think Kirk Cousins is the 20th.
Yeah.
20th best quarterback in the league.
Right, last game, the 2-6 Giants 17 against the 4-4 Chiefs 20.
I've seen it. Scored, that's it.
Right, so the Chiefs come out, first drive, looked unbelievable. Literally, looked unbelievable. Everything
was it like
quick.
Was it like Mahomes was fed up of seeing his brother's stupid TikToks and thought, you know what? I'm fucking proving everyone wrong tonight.
It was like Mahomes come out and gone, right, sound, I'm just going to carve you up. Like, everyone, you're all saying making Super Bowl, carve you up, bang, 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 bang. It was all fast as well. Bang, 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 bang. Near the end zone. Comes to the end zone. Wide receiver's free. Player jumps in front of him, so he jumps over the player to throw it. And it goes through the wide receiver, bounces off someone, and then it goes into the defender's interception. And you could just sense, it was just, we'd looked that good on that drive going forward, and then that interception, which is another daft interception, like, it wasn't even any, I couldn't even blame anyone. It was just one of them weird things where, like, any other year, any other team, it just bounces it to the floor.
Yeah.
And I just got, but no, the defender dives, catches it, and you could just feel like, fucking kid, what's going on?
Yeah, but
like,
you've had the rubber the green.
No, Mark, I'm not arguing that. That's what I'm saying. But it's now all that's come to roost.
There's a balance in the universe, and it's all
and it feels like it's all come back at once, rather than like fucking balancing out. Like, oh, you get a few a year. It's like, right, you've had 2 years of nothing.
Yeah,
you've had 2 years of having all the rub, and now you're getting all of it back at once in one season, and it was horrible. And like, so after that, the Chiefs, Mahomes just started playing scared. Mahomes just started playing like,
so it's
within himself.
Yeah, within himself, like he was scared to run round. He was scared to take the risks.
Rob's broke the mic.
Yeah, for anyone listening who's not on
that mic's basically a symbol, a symbol for the Chiefs at the moment, isn't it?
You can't even talk about the Chiefs without something going wrong. Like, yeah. So Mahomes, after interception, Mahomes just started playing like he was just shitting himself. But it wasn't that he was shitting himself about getting pressured. It wasn't that he was shitting himself about like about anything the Giants were going to do.
Interceptions.
It was just like it was like he was cursed. You know when you see them war films and someone can't shoot anymore because they missed the shot and killed the mate. That's what Mahomes is playing like. Like, he can't throw the ball anymore because every time he does, something's going wrong. Like, it's been cursed. It's fucking weird as fuck.
Interceptions will always go down as a QB stat, when in fact it's not always a QB stat. Like, there was one early on the season where Holmes threw the pass, but it bounced out of Hill's hands and then got intercepted.
There's loads of times that happens.
But it still affects his confidence because he still sees the box score. You know, Mahomes three interceptions or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
But you wouldn't if you were a player. I wouldn't see. I would not see that as my fault.
You start thinking, oh, you play the game long enough that you know it's not against you. Yeah. And I think there's a bit of that. But then I don't think it's just Mahomes though. I think the whole team is like, what the fuck is going on with us? Like,
he's never had this
Kelsey fumbled it. I can't remember the last time Kelsey fumbled in years. Even Kelsey's fumbling the ball, and you're like, what the fuck is
Josh
going
Gordon
on?
fumbled one, didn't he, as well?
Yeah, I didn't see it. Well, I might have fell asleep at that point. Here's how bad the game was, right? I fell asleep at half time. Woke up in the fourth quarter, same score. Wow. The whole third quarter, nothing had happened. It was just like, fucking hell. It's just like, yeah, the Giants weren't great. The Chiefs' defense was better, but you're going into Giants, so it's like you need to you need to take that into account. But the Chiefs just looked like, even the Chiefs quite said it themselves, didn't he? Andy Reid said, we're going through some struggles and we're fighting through it.
It's the first time since I've been watching the NFL that, or more so since Mahomes has been there, that I've seen the Chiefs struggle the way they are. And I mean, and it was always going to happen at some point because every team goes through a period in their time where they struggle for whatever reason, whether it's injuries, whether it's form, whatever it is, whether it's confidence, and maybe it's a mix of all.
It's just something's just like.
Yeah,
not
do you know what the annoying thing is? They're still going to win the division.
Still in it, aren't they? They're still very much in the division now.
I think
especially
all the Chiefs
loss.
need to worry about is get to the playoffs, because once in the playoffs, I think the Chiefs will still fancy themselves against most teams. Do you know what I mean?
I think the thing is, it's 8 weeks in now. 3 weeks ago, I think Chiefs were still thinking, we'll come good. We'll come eventually.
Yeah.
We'll come good. But the fact they still haven't come good, there's probably a bit of them thinking, what's going on? And like, I don't know, this Packers game next week is just,
do you want to
that's going to be make or break for the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
No fear factor at the moment, I don't think. Teams
to play the Chiefs.
So there's, previously you would scheme specifically to not let Tyreek Hill run in behind you because you were shit scared of him running in behind you.
Oh yeah, do you want
something happens.
Something breaking news. The Chiefs have traded guard Lauren Duvernay-Tardif, the Canadian fellow, the doctor, to the Jets.
Is he left guard or right guard?
Right guard. So the Jets are getting themselves stronger on the offensive line. After the win.
What did they give up for
Maybe the Jets are fancying themselves to catch the Bills. Now they're only 3 games out.
What did they give up for them?
I can't see it really.
Before we move on to next week's games, what was your favourite Halloween outfit?
Miles Garrett.
I haven't even looked, but probably Miles Garrett. Like
Aaron Rodgers, John Wick was good, and then Khalil Herbert, the running back for the
Bears.
The Bears, dressed up as a firework.
No, Miles.
And it was just
Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett walked in. And he just had
every
QB he'd sacked. And then, to be fair, did you see Justin Jefferson in the warm up?
No.
He had the Michael Myers mask on, but he was like in his Vikings gear warming up.
Oh,
he just had the Michael Myers gear on, and it was like, oh, that is fucking terrifying.
See, I love that about the NFL, the way they make this big thing, like in Premier League
football. That's because America.
Massive in America.
Yeah, but Halloween's fucking Halloween, innit?
But not even that, but like even when they've turned up in like outfits in the past, it's just like the playfulness of it.
Yeah, right. Moving on, little fancy roundup. In the charity pod off we're on, we played Next Man Up, who were 8-0. We're 4-4. We only lost by 9 points. Don't even know if we had. Do we have anyone?
Give someone shit there, Rob. In the chat, you've definitely give someone shit. You've definitely give them shit.
They were 8-0,
weren't
they?
So you've definitely, last night when you've been bevied, you've definitely messaged in there, 100%.
No, just showing off.
No, just showing off, yeah.
Just showing off the audible smarmy cunt. It's only by 9 points as well. So Sanders done fuck all.
Do you have anyone on your bench?
0, yeah. If I'd have played CeeDee Lamb over Emmanuel Sanders.
Why are you not playing CeeDee Lamb over Sanders anyway?
Because
he was playing the Dolphins. The Dolphins are shit.
We're playing the Dolphins. The Dolphins are shit. And Dak Prescott was out. So I thought Emmanuel Sanders, we go for a touchdown or two. Turns out he wasn't. So that's what fucked us. Otherwise we'd have won. So Next Man Up. Well done. Hope it makes you happy. I haven't prepared anything for
that. Wasn't Next Man Up.
Looks Next Man Up. At Sal Taylor, Next Man Up. We're far from Lombardi. Their podcast is called Next Man Up.
Oh well, fuck them anyway.
Yeah, Next Man Up. Go fuck yourselves, as always. Need to wish something bad on them.
Season ending injury. Good at predicting them. ACL. See you later.
Oh, I hope you get cramp while you're having sex.
Oh, cramp's the worst.
I hope you get cramp while you're having sex. In fact, I hope you and your bird go through a bit of a bad patch where you aren't,
Here we go.
Something might happen where you're not having sex very often. It happens. Tony's currently, I've got a new baby. He's not getting much. I've got a new baby. I'm not getting much. Mark looks like Mark, so he's not getting much. I hope you and your partner go through a bit of a bad patch. I hope you get a bit. You start feeling. You try and do something to make it more romantic. Don't know, maybe a little weekend away. Do something like that. Maybe spice it up. Get some fancy dress, and then you just make a bit of time for each other. And you start having sex, and then while you're having sex, I hope you get a cramp. And I hope while you're cramping, you're thinking, I don't want to ruin this moment. We waited so long to do it, so I'm going to try and ignore the cramp while she's doing whatever she's doing. And then she sees your face in pain, and then starts feeling insecure about herself. And then asks you what's up, but you don't want to tell her, oh, I've just got cramp. You're like, nothing, and just trying to carry on. And then she's looking at you, and then she starts feeling insecure. And then I hope she then goes, oh no, leave it. And then you try and explain that it's just cramp, and she goes, why wouldn't you say at the start? And then you go, it wasn't that. And she goes, no, she stops believing it. She stops believing you. So eventually, she starts feeling insecure about your relationship. She thinks you might be cheating. She thinks maybe you don't love it anymore, maybe you don't fancy it anymore. So she moves on. She ends up seeing someone at work, someone who starts being a bit flirtatious, someone new shows you a bit of attention, and the next thing she cheats on you. I hope she cheats on you and you find out on a Sunday. So every Sunday for the next 8 weeks, you can't enjoy the NFL because all the time you're thinking of, 1 week ago I found out she cheated on me. 2 weeks ago I found out she cheated on me. So next man up, thanks very much. Good luck, 8-0. Well done.
Do you think Rob draws on personal experiences for these
Do you know,
stories?
he definitely does. And do you know what? It's dead annoying. Like, it's not far enough to come here and then have you ramble on for 10 minutes about something no one gives a fuck about. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, we drive 40 to 50 minutes to get here, and then we have to listen to you ramble on about other podcasts that nobody gives a fuck about, nobody listens to, and they definitely don't listen to you. And if they do, well, then more fool.
Well, why don't you do something that we can possibly clip up and put out then? Rather than being a pair of boring cunts who sit there going, shite, our teams are shite. I hate the NFL. It's all fucking shite. Rob. Stop. All the pressure's on me every week to fucking perform. Like, get off your phone.
You are the funny man.
Good job. Good job one of us is. Fucking fat cunt.
You want to fucking start showing it? Hey. Instead of fucking keeping all your jokes for your comedy fucking podcast,
heavy lifting in this podcast.
And on that, another one, where you get your top off and that every. Oh wait, no, that's just how you sit in it.
Not anymore. I'm wearing oversized clothes for these podcasts. In our fantasy league, the listener league, I beat Mark, obviously, 152 to 144.
Do you know what? The one game I go into we went to bed on Monday night.
Did you?
No, I went to bed.
Hey.
Drawing on personal experience for them stories, aren't we? Went to bed. I had one player to play as Sterling Shepherd. You had Hill and you had a kicker to play. I think you had Booker play.
Yeah.
Should have fucking known. Every time Hill plays against me, he goes off. And he went off for like 37 points or something like that.
Right, well, I'm third. Mark's now flat 8th.
Yep.
2 and 6. How are you so bad every year of fantasy in every league,
Every year, though.
It's in every league, though.
Calvin Ridley is the prime example.
Well, yeah, you fucked this year.
Yeah, but it's in every league.
Do you know what's bad, though, as well? Dynasty, you've got Calvin Ridley, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
But funny you say that. So before, so me and Tom have been traded. So I made an offer for Calvin Ridley and James Robinson.
Yeah.
And he turned them down.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Oh, I bet he's kicking himself now.
Well, moving on. Tony, fuck the commissioner. You're now 6th. You got beat by Tom, 168 to 115.
I done my team as well.
Did you?
I logged in purposely.
Have you done your team? Tom now moves to 5th. Callum, EFC Denver.
Who's the 5th?
Tom, one of the listeners.
Somewhat, he doesn't even listen.
No, he does. Because every week he goes, fucking Chiefs talk. You talk shit, you do this. They're like, well, fucking come and talk then.
Someone offered me a trade in that league, and it's like, what's the fucking point?
Someone offered me a trade, then cancelled it every 5 minutes.
Well, I'm just like, what's the point? I've logged in like twice all season. There's no way I'm logging in to accept or decline it.
Your inbox is shocking in that league.
I just haven't even fucking looked.
ESC Denver, Callum goes to 4-4 with a tough loss. 137 to 138.
Oof.
Lost by a .40.
Not on waste.
To top of the league, Eskimo Brothers stay. And last, Winning for Wes, 150 is 2-6, the same as Mark. Got beat by Sheehan, who is now second, 172. Who was also 5-3.
So we might have to give away a prize this year.
Well, Mark will because he finishes bottom.
Well, yeah,
Mark, that's the rule. You can't just suddenly. That's the rule, Mark. Mark, you are so shit in this league. You scored the least amount of points and had the most amount of points scored against you.
I can't control the points against me. That's not on.
So angry.
Yeah.
So angry.
It's just, how are you shit in every league every year?
You've had one decent league, one decent season. I've been playing for.
So annoying.
I've won about 5 different leagues.
No.
I win one league every year, at least one league every year.
You haven't.
None that matter. The only one you won that what matters is when I fucking outsmarted myself.
I let you. I give you.
I
give you enough rope to hang yourself.
Yeah, no, I did definitely hang myself. Like that was fucking annoying.
Right.
I had to fucking love that. I'd have got the shield made and everything.
Got the shield made.
My name would have been plastered all over it. Fucking would have been great.
Right, Thursday night this week, Colts v the Jets.
Colts.
Got to be Colts all day, hasn't it?
What's the handicap? The Jets got a decent handicap.
It is 10.
I don't know. You know the way the Jets have been playing.
Fuck off.
Would you fancy with a 10 points?
Colts.
Big Mike White. Nah, Colts all day. Ravens,
especially like Mike White's got like 4 days to prepare for this game, so no chance.
Ravens, Vikings, and there's a 5.5 point in the handicap.
Ravens all day.
Ravens off a bye.
Ravens off a bye. I'm with the handicap. I'm saying Vikings are shocking. Panthers, New England. New England got a handicap of 4.
Yeah, Patriots all day.
Same.
Yeah, I'll take the handicap again. Bengals, Browns. Bengals going to bounce back. Chubb going to be back. 3 points in it.
I fancy the Bengals.
I'd say this is going to be
Browns.
Like a back and forth. And Joe Burrow's better than Baker, so
Yeah, I'll go Bengals myself.
Bengals.
Cowboys against Broncos.
Cowboys.
Dak's meant to be back. 9 point handicap in this.
Even if he's not, Cowboys, because Cowboys can score points and Broncos can't.
Jaguars, Bills, 14 points handicap.
I think the Jags just get fucking blown away.
Yeah, this is going to be horrible. Dolphins, Texans. Do you want to see the handicap?
It's like 6.5.
6.5. Yeah.
Is that all?
I think Dolphins win that. Like
no belief in Dolphins.
I think Dolphins win that. I think
Dolphins
that's a
win
bank.
it.
That's a banker. That a touchdown in it. I think that's a banker.
Saints, Falcons, 6 points in it. Saints. Just after just beating Tampa Bay, only 6.5.
It depends, doesn't it? If Taysom Hill's quarterback, then Falcons.
That's it. Yeah, that's the problem. Giants, Raiders. This even's going to be just
Raiders
a field goal
all day. Raiders all day. Off a bye as well.
Yeah, I think Raiders all day. Saying that Henry Ruggs gone. I don't know. Still going Raiders myself. Eagles, Chargers. Again, even money. Only up. There's literally a point in it.
Chargers.
They're basing that just on a recent performance with the Eagles. Played shit teams. Sorry, but I played a shit team last week.
What did I tell you about the Chiefs and Packers? There's literally a point in it. Chiefs v Packers.
Oh yeah, fucking Packers.
It's in Arrowhead, but I'm telling you now.
Take the point on the Packers. Just get your points for free.
Go and get yourself some boss odds. Go on, like, what's Packers -5? Packers -3, 29-20. Packers -5, and that's +5. Packers -4, 7-4. Take that all day.
What's the alternatives?
Boost Chiraka.
The alternatives.
Boost Chiraka. Alternative handicap. One was free, one was just 3.5 and 3 the other way around.
No, there's more that go on, isn't it, on Sunday?
Yeah, not now though.
Right, okay.
If I'm you, if I'm a listener, I'm a Chiefs fan, and I'm telling you, take whatever you can get in the Packers. Anything less than a score, take.
Especially because they can run the ball as well.
Yeah, I do not fancy us at all in that game. But we'll see. We'll see if the Chiefs can do anything. This will be the make or break for the season for the Chiefs. If they come out of this with a win, they'll believe in themselves. And I think that could be turn it around, but we'll see. 49ers, Cardinals. Again, why have they made this even?
I fancy the 49ers in this.
No, you can't.
I can.
Cardinals all day.
No.
Cardinals all
Bet
day.
you they don't win. 20 quid. No. Shit bag.
Rams, Titans. This will be a good game. Rams, you're saying Rams right to floor them. Rams 7.5 point favourites. There's no belief in the Titans.
See, when was last time?
Without Big Degsy.
When was that last time Titans never played with Henry?
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's played 16 games a season. For fucking forever and a day, do you know what I mean? So they've never had to hope about him.
Steelers, Bears. Steelers 4-11, Bears 9-4.
Bears could win that.
50-50 game, that for me.
Bears could win that.
Yeah, I agree. Right, boys, is that a podcast then?
Yes.
Thanks very much. There's some good bets that week, some good 50-50s.
I think you could win a lot of money on there.
Yeah, Packers, who's the one that was 50-50 that we didn't think they should be? Chargers, Packers, right now, Chargers, and a couple of others.
There's definitely money to be made. Patriots are going to win.
And the Jets,
whoever
the Jets are playing.
Definitely money.
Bengals. Almost Bengals. You were Colts, yeah. There's money to be made. If you want to make money, now's your week. Just go heavy. Go heavy on the 3-team macker. Even what points?
Raiders will win.
Right. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you in a bit. Ta-ra.
See you later.